If you ever sank almost 5,000 feet beneath the surface of the ocean, you'd witness a transformation so bizarre that it almost feels like another world. Up near the sunlight, marine life looks familiar, bright, graceful, even cute. But down here, everything twists into something entirely different. Bodies lengthen. Eyes vanish or grow to monstrous sizes. Tentacles sprout from strange places as if evolution took a paintbrush, snapped it in half and said, "Let's get weird." And among all deep-sea creatures, none are affected more dramatically than squids. Some turn into glass. Some grow hooks instead of suckers. Others stretch into nightmarish silhouettes that drift like ghosts through the darkness. So why does everything get creepier the deeper you go? And why do squids become the deep ocean's strangest experiments? Let's dive into the truth. This is Animal Lover Planet, and today, we're descending into the ocean's most unsettling mysteries. The Twilight Zone, where weird begins near the surface. You've got the reef squid, colorful, quick, charming. But drop down into the Twilight Zone, and reality starts to shift. The firefly squid glows like a galaxy drifting through water. Glass squids become almost invisible, their bodies turning crystal clear. Beautiful? Yes. Creepy? Not yet. Because the next squid changes everything. The red devils of the deep, Humboldt squids. At the deepest edge of this zone lives a true nightmare, the Humboldt squid. Over 6 feet long, up to 100 pounds. And armed with razor-sharp hooks instead of gentle suckers. These squids communicate with flashing patterns, hunt in coordinated packs, and even cannibalize their own kind. They're called red devils for a reason. Are they dangerous to humans? They can be. But no, there are no confirmed deaths. Still, you never want to meet one when the ocean goes dark. The Midnight Zone, where evolution breaks the rules deeper still, you find squids that seem designed by nightmares. Meet Promachoteuthis, the so-called human-toothed squid. Those aren't teeth, they're folded lips around a tiny beak. But the appearance? Unforgettably disturbing. This creature is so rare, we've only ever found one tiny specimen. And just nearby lurks a legend, the giant squid, the creature that inspired the Kraken myths. Up to 45 feet long, eyes the size of dinner plates. Powerful enough to battle sperm whales in pitch-black silence. We barely know anything about them, and that mystery makes them even more terrifying. Into the abyss, life in slow motion. The abyssal zone is a world frozen in darkness. Food is scarce. Movement is slow. Everything adapts to survive in the coldest, quietest depths on Earth. Here drifts a jelly-like giant, Asperoteuthis acanthoderma, long, thin, almost ghostly. But deeper still lies the ocean's heavyweight champion. The colossal squid, the abyssal monster, not the giant squid. A different beast entirely. Shorter, thicker, heavier, and armed with rotating hooks. Weighing over 1,000 pounds. Eyes bigger than any animal except maybe its giant cousin. One strike from its beak can slice straight through bone. If a colossal squid fought a giant squid, reach versus brute strength. Speed versus hooks. But they'll never meet, they live in different worlds. Yet both share the same hunter. Sperm whales scarred with ring-shaped wounds from battles deep below. The Hadal Zone, where nightmares sleep. Below 6,000 meters, the world ends. The Hadal Zone, the deepest trenches on Earth. Almost nothing lives here. Almost. And then there's Magnapina. The Bigfin Squid, 20-foot arms, elbow-like joints. A drifting, silent shadow seen only in grainy footage. We've never captured one. Never studied one. Never understood one. It just hangs in the darkness. Waiting. Why did it evolve like this? Energy conservation. Motionless hunting. Perfect camouflage. Or maybe something we don't understand yet. Because here's the truth. We've explored less than 5% of the deep ocean. If creatures like these exist, what else is still hiding in the black? This is Animal Lover Planet, and the ocean hasn't even shown us half of its secrets.